What if the next space empire is not being built by famous rocket founders, but by billionaire families quietly moving money behind closed doors? Most people think the future belongs only to big tech companies, but powerful family dynasties are quietly funding AI, space stations, satellites, robotics, and advanced energy projects that could reshape life in the coming decades. Some of these families built fortunes through candy, hotels, oil, fashion, and heavy industry. Now they are shifting massive amount of capital into technologies linked with space travel, defense systems, deep data networks, and next-generation machines. Today, we are breaking down 8 billionaire families quietly investing in future technology and space. Some names may surprise you. Let's get started. 1. The Koch family. When most people hear the name Koch, they think about oil, factories, and traditional industrial business. Space technology is probably the last thing that comes into their mind. But behind the scenes, the family has slowly started moving toward futuristic industries connected with artificial intelligence, robotics, and aerospace manufacturing. This is not random investing. Billionaire families rarely throw money blindly into trends. They usually study long-term shifts before making serious moves. The Koch family understands one important reality. The future economy may not be controlled only by physical products. It may be controlled by infrastructure powering automation, AI systems, satellite communication, and smart manufacturing. That is why they started backing companies linked with custom AI chips and robotic automation systems. These technologies are becoming essential because advanced AI requires enormous computing power. Factories are also changing quickly. Robots are replacing repetitive labor in warehouses and industrial environments. Automated manufacturing systems can operate faster, longer, and sometimes cheaper than traditional human labor. The Koch family also showed strong interest in advanced 3D printing systems capable of producing aerospace parts. Another important area attracting their attention is satellite communication. Modern economies depend heavily on internet systems, navigation networks, weather tracking, military intelligence, and global logistics. 2. The Walton family. The Walton family built one of the biggest retail empires in history through Walmart. Most people connect their name with shopping stores, low prices, and massive supply chains. But behind the scenes, different members of the family are moving deeper into advanced technology and aerospace-related investments. Retail today is no longer just about stores. It is about tracking products, predicting demand, automating warehouses, optimizing transportation, and managing global supply chains using real-time data. That is why the family became interested in autonomous logistics software and satellite-based tracking systems. Modern satellites in low Earth orbit can monitor shipping activity, weather patterns, transportation routes, and infrastructure movement across the planet. The Waltons also backed hypersonic aviation research. Hypersonic technology focuses on aircraft capable of traveling at extremely high speeds, potentially transforming transportation and defense systems. Military organizations are also investing heavily in hypersonic systems because speed changes strategic power. The family quietly invested in aerospace component manufacturing as well. 3. The Mars family. The Mars family is known worldwide for their candy brands and pet care businesses. Despite controlling globally recognized companies, they keep an unusually private and low-profile lifestyle. Over time, the family has shown growing interest in food technology, bioengineering, and even long-term space agriculture systems. At first, this mix feels unusual. Candy production and space survival don't seem related. But there's a logical connection underneath. Human survival depends heavily on stable food systems. And today those systems are under pressure from climate change, population growth, and supply chain instability. This is why future-focused food innovation is becoming important. The Mars family has supported developments in cellular agriculture and lab-grown food technologies, where food is produced without traditional farming. When you extend this idea to space exploration, it becomes even clearer. If humans ever build long-term bases on the Moon or Mars, they will need closed-loop food systems that can operate in extreme environments. Traditional farming alone will not be enough, and this is where advanced food engineering becomes essential. 4. The Al-Nayan family. The Al-Nayan family of the United Arab Emirates controls one of the most powerful investment networks globally. For decades, Oil wealth formed the backbone of their economic strength, but the leadership in the UAE has been actively preparing for a future beyond oil dependency. There is a clear understanding that oil alone cannot sustain long-term global influence. Because of this, large-scale investments have been directed toward artificial intelligence, renewable energy infrastructure, aerospace systems, and advanced technology ecosystems. The Al-Nayan family plays a central role in this transition strategy. One of the most important focus areas is commercial space infrastructure, including satellite launch systems and spaceport development. This sector is becoming strategically critical as the global space economy expands. Satellite internet, Earth observation, defense communication networks, navigation systems, and commercial launch services are rapidly growing industries. Whoever controls launch infrastructure gains both economic and strategic advantages on a global scale. Alongside space investments, the family is also channeling significant capital into AI infrastructure, treating it not as experimental tech, but as long-term national capability building. 5. European industrial dynasties. Across Europe, several old industrial dynasties quietly continue managing enormous fortunes through private family offices. Names connected with steel, manufacturing, engineering, shipping, and industrial logistics still carry major influence behind closed doors. These families may not dominate social media headlines, but many remain deeply connected with advanced engineering industries. One of their key focus areas is micro-launch rocket systems. Traditional rockets are extremely expensive and designed for large payloads, but micro-launch systems focus on smaller rockets capable of deploying lightweight satellites more efficiently. Modern economies increasingly rely on satellite constellations for communication, navigation, mapping, climate monitoring, military intelligence, and commercial tracking. Another important area of interest is quantum cryptography and orbital communication security. As satellite networks expand, secure communication becomes critical, and quantum-level encryption is seen as one of the strongest future solutions for protecting data in space-based systems. 6. The Thompson family. The Thompson family from Canada built enormous wealth through financial information and media systems. This background gives them a strong advantage in today's AI-driven economy, where data has become one of the most valuable resources. Artificial intelligence systems depend heavily on vast amounts of organized and high-quality information, making data infrastructure a core part of the industry. They have also supported companies working in geospatial intelligence using satellite systems. These technologies help analyze Earth data for mapping, security, environmental monitoring, and strategic planning, making them increasingly important in both commercial and defense sectors. 7. The Worheimr family. The Worheimr family owns Chanel, one of the most famous luxury fashion brands in the world. At first glance, luxury fashion and futuristic technology seem completely unrelated, but billionaire families rarely stay limited to a single industry. Through their investment structures, the family has gradually expanded into biotechnology, cloud infrastructure, advanced robotics, and materials science. One particularly interesting focus area is synthetic materials designed for aerospace use. Spacecraft operating in extreme environments require materials that are both lightweight and capable of withstanding intense heat, pressure, and structural stress. Alongside this, the family has also shown increasing interest in robotics and cloud computing systems. Cloud infrastructure today forms a backbone of modern AI services, digital communication platforms, global business operations, and streaming ecosystems, making it a critical layer of the future digital economy. 8. The Pritsker family. The Pritsker family is widely known for its presence in hotels, business investments, and political influence. However, different branches of the family have also become active venture capital investors focused on futuristic technologies. One of their most fascinating areas of interest is commercial space station development. At present, most people still associate space stations with government agencies like NASA, but private companies are working toward building commercial stations that could support research, manufacturing, tourism, and long-term orbital business activities. Alongside this, the family has also invested in point-to-point suborbital transportation systems. The concept is simple but highly advanced, where future aircraft could potentially leave traditional flight paths and use high-speed suborbital routes to drastically reduce travel time between distant locations on Earth. In addition to space-related ventures, The Pritsker family is also involved in alternative energy research, especially nuclear fusion. Fusion is seen as a key future energy source because it could produce large amounts of clean power with far less long-term waste than traditional nuclear systems. And there you have it. Top 8 secret billionaire families investing in space and future technologies in 2026. While most people focus on famous tech CEOs, powerful billionaire families are quietly investing billions into artificial intelligence, space systems, robotics, and future energy industries. These investments reveal where long-term money is moving and which technologies could shape the future economy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into money, technology, hidden business strategies, and the future of global power. Also, drop a comment below and tell us which billionaire family surprised you the most. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.